What's poppin'? It's your boy Cassius Cuvée, and this is the come up. And today, I'm not feeling real well, a little under the weather, but I'm going to show up for you guys every week. Sunday fun day, you feel me? And this is a special day because I'm going to be showing you how to trade $1 million, a $1 million position on Breakout Prop. First thing I need to say is welcome everybody to the show. All set in the house. This is the come up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. Do this once a week, every Sunday at noon Pacific time. Nothing I say on this show is financial advice, and everything I talk about is my opinion. Specifically today, we're going to be looking at Breakout Prop. Breakout Prop is a prop firm, which means you purchase an evaluation from them, and they will give you a certain amount of money to trade with, depending on the size of the evaluation. So what I'm going to do today is show you one of their new products, which allows you to get up to $1 million worth of trading power, okay? And I'm going to explain to you how it works, what it means, and then if we see the setup, I'm going to jump in and show you at least one example in real time here. We're going to get right into it. First of all, shout out to the chat, shout out to the Profit Circle. We got Servando, we got All Set, it's your boy Cassius Cuvée. I know we got some more folks joining in soon. We're going to give them a chance to join. I just want to talk about briefly, first of all, like I said, not financial advice, and also I am a Breakout Prop affiliate. So what you see here on the screen is the Breakout Prop discount code, GGRF7W. Anytime you purchase an evaluation from Breakout Prop, I will make a small commission, but you will save money. So it's a discount code for you. And so the small commission I earn helps make helps me run the channel. I can make more content for you guys, give you my tips and strategies set up. We got Sam in the house. What's going on, Sam? And this is one of those shows that I definitely want to put out to the world because this is a newer product that Breakout Prop has. It's based upon their Turbo account. We're going to go over that as well. We're going to go over everything in the show today. This is their evaluation types here. I'm going to go over that. I also am an affiliate with Fimex. I need to mention that because you're going to see their code on the screen as well, GMMNX5. Fimex is where you can trade leverage, so you get to set your own leverage on Fimex, and I trade on there every day and Breakout Prop, and every single day I am in the Profit Circle. That is my private group. So got to give a special shout out to the wave makers. Yesterday we killed it. Anybody who traded with me made money yesterday. I can tell you that right now. Okay, we killed it. And so basically, I'm answering the chat here. Did I pass the 200K account yet? Not yet. That's what we're about to start. We're about to start that right here live. We're gonna jump into it live, Sam. I'm gonna go over what my strategy is gonna be. We will do a live trade before this show is over. Again, for anybody just joined, I'm a little under the weather today. Blockchain Cowboy in the house. What's going on? I'm a little under the weather today, so bear with me. It probably won't be a full hour-long show, but we're gonna cover everything we need to cover because this is an opportunity for people. You don't have to have $1 million to do this. I mean, that's the whole point. That's the whole entire point. Even if you don't have $1 million, you can still trade with $1 million. That is what I'm about to show you how to do today, okay? And this is not something that is like an elaborate scheme or anything like that. It's pretty straightforward. You're gonna see. I have been trading on Breakout Prop for almost 2 years now. My friend Crypto Face put me onto it in early 2024. And he asked me if I wanted to make some content for it, and I had to. It took me a while before I kind of got started because I had to learn. I had to learn on it myself. So everything that I do, everything I like to showcase on my channel and on live streaming is things that I learned and want to pass on to other people. Things I wish I knew when I started. That's basically what I have a passion to do, is teach other people things that I wish I knew. Okay, because I'm like, where was I when I started? I didn't have anybody in finance in my family, nothing like that. Basically self-taught, befriended some people on Twitter. This is when I was trading stocks originally. And I developed some friendships with some long-time traders, some OGs in the game. They've been trading since the late 90s and things like that. And they gave me so much game and so much information about how to trade that, I just feel like I got to pay it forward. So that's really what my passion is here. But obviously we want to learn to make some money, but my real passion is to keep you from getting wrecked. I'm always going to be straightforward with you guys. This is a dangerous game that we're in right now. We get serious here. This is not, this is not child's play, right? So we want to make sure that we do this in the correct way, and that's why I have the show, to come up with Cassius Cuvée. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. Again, forgive me a little bit. I am sick. I may even have to step off to blow my nose for a second here, all right? This is not the normal, usual thing, but I don't want to miss a week with you guys, all right? So this is how we're going to get started here. So this is Breakout Prop. This is the Breakout Prop evaluation type, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is show you how do you get to this $1 million, right? So these are the evaluations they have on the turbo. So their original was the classic. There's the 1-step and the 2-step. If you are new to Breakout Prop, there's a video I just made. Actually, I'll show you real quick on my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel. This is the post. I want to show you guys the post in a second, but back to videos. If you're brand new, this video right here will show you the differences between the 1-step and the 2-step. I made that last week because somebody asked me specifically in my private group, the Profit Circle, okay? So I definitely am always trying to answer the questions of the folks in real time in the Profit Circle. All right, now one more quick housekeeping. The Profit Circle is a Discord channel. It's my private group, and you can join it for free. The link is in the description of this video right here. The general chat, man, we had a ball yesterday. The general chat is just showing, pretty much people saying whatever they want in a general chat, okay? But to get into the premium side over here, where you see the different market analysis, the setups, also right here, future trade setups. You see we got a lot of them in there. We're in there 7 days a week. All you have to do to create an account is, all you have to do to get into there for free, it's $99 a month. But to get access for 1 month for free, just to try it out, no obligation, nothing like that, is you create an account with my FIMEX code, GMMNX5. FIMEX is the leverage trading platform where they got, 1,000 tokens. I don't know. They got a ton of tokens on here. So I trade on here every day, and I trade on Breakout Prop as well. But I'm using the FIMEX code because FIMEX has a bot that works with them inside inside Discord, where you can verify. And if you create my account, if you create a free account with FIMEX using my invite code, you're going to get special bonuses. And there's also some other perks that are not offered for just anybody else who creates an account on FIMEX. And so you definitely want to take advantage of that. Once you do that, you verify it here, and then you just follow the instructions, and it'll basically take you to WAP, and you'll put your information, and then boom, you're going to get access to the channel here. You become a verified wave maker, and we share all of our trade setups all day long. Now, yesterday, we were having a field day yesterday, and that's what I had originally pulled up here on my YouTube channel. Look how many times we traded Moon Day. This is just me and Breakout Prop yesterday. Every single one of them was a short. Bought here, sold here. I should say sold here, bought it back here. Sold here, here. All these entries, won them all back here. This one was literally minutes. This is a 5-minute chart. This was literally 3 minutes to here and down here. That was the quickest $600 I ever made, right? And then it was here, here. Cashed them all out here. Now, granted, we could have stayed in and would have made more money, but think about this. I day traded this thing 4 times yesterday, and we did well. And all of that was discussed in real time in the Profit Circle. So definitely join the Discord group, because that's where we all, this is where you get the game in real time. Everybody's in here, and even I said, trade 7 days a week and twice on holiday. So yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I was in there trading. I wasn't really feeling well, so I was just at my computer all day. I didn't really get much other work done. Hell, might as well get some trading done. So anyways, this is Breakout Prop. So first thing you want to do is pick the Pro or the Turbo, okay? I picked the Turbo. You can only have one evaluation open at a time. So right now, I got the Turbo. So this is the 1-step Turbo. By the way, chat, if you guys are out there, just drop real quick what city you're in, what city and country you're in. I'm trying to keep track of everybody and where everybody's at, because I know everybody's at a different time zone. It's noon where I'm at. I'm in Pacific time. But where are you guys from? Make sure you call it out, and call it out in the Profit Circle as well. So this is how you do it. First, 1-step Turbo. Okay, so we're gonna start from the beginning. This is your first step on how you can be set up with Breakout Prop to create a 1,000. This is how you create a $1 million position with Breakout Prop. The first thing you have to do is pick the right evaluation type. So Pro and Turbo are always 1-step. There is no 2-step. So Turbo, 1-step. This is the one I picked, 200,000. Pro also has a 200,000. These are their newer products. So $200,000 times 5x leverage equals $1 million. Okay. And I'm going to show you on the trading terminal how that looks. But this is what you do. You'd click this and you would purchase it from right here. You could also do it on Pro. There's different rules. For Pro, you've got to get $24,000 before you pass the evaluation. On Turbo, you only have to get $18,000. The difference is you get a max drawdown of 5% on Pro and a max drawdown of only 3% on Turbo. Okay, so now this, hurry up and load it up. So this is my Turbo eval account for Breakout Prop, and I have not passed it yet, and we're going to see how we can do here. Now, first things I want to call out here is 5x leverage is only on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so I've got Bitcoin right here on this chart, and I'm just going to simulate what I would do to enter position. I'm not going to enter it yet. I mean, if you guys know anything about my trading style, I'm looking over here at this is trading view, and I'm going to be looking at, you know, markets A for B to initially start determining when I want to do my setup. Okay, we're here on a Sunday in about 3 hours, or excuse me, 4 hours. Well, 5 hours, we'll call it. The new crypto week starts. It starts on a Monday. So, you know, you get a lot of volatility at that time. So for right now, we're just looking at breakout prop. All right. Now I'm going to show you how the setup works. So let's say we're going to go long here. I don't have to actually put it in just yet. The first thing you have to do is determine how many lots. So the default is like 0.1. So this is the number right here in USD. Okay. So I had one little trade I tested out. I'm up $38. So I've got equity of $200,000 and $38. Okay. I need this to say 200 grand, basically. It's a little bit annoying because you got to put it in there and make it make sense. So you can't, like, it does the math for you, but you have to like, you know, kind of get the numbers in there exactly right. And of course it adjusts a little bit based upon, all right, let's just see what happens here real quick. 14.7 is 200,100. You know, we'll get more exact than that. It does adjust slightly depending on the price because it's lots. So like, let's see, want to get it right here. So okay, $200,000 and $101. Okay, so first thing I would want to do is I'm gonna click this box for protection orders here. So now on protection orders, I'm going to look at what the stop loss would be and the take profit. Now, if you remember on the evaluation, we got to get $18,000, but you only get 3%, in which case that'd be $6,000. So here's the thing about the 5X leverage that's built in. You don't really see it here in Breakout Prop. And this is the hardest thing for a new trader to kind of grasp their mind around, is how do you actually get into a trade and see what your position is. You don't get to really see your position. You just see the equity, and you have to know that it's 5X leverage. What happens is the P&L moves 5 times faster. And what we're going to see on trading history too is the trading fees are based upon your position size, not on your actual your actual margin size. Chat, can you hear me out there? For some reason, it looks like YouTube is not showing anybody here. It looks like it went down to 0. I'm not sure if we lost a connection or not. But let me know, chat, if you can hear me, because I don't know if we lost a connection. I don't want to lose you guys. I'm about to get to the good part here. We're putting in $1 million trade. So it would be a damn shame if the connection broke up. Okay, you can hear me. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. All right. So, yeah, I don't know why it's just bad analytics on the screen, I guess. No problem. All right. So here's the thing. So the 5X leverage is built in. So we know that $200,000 is times 5. Whatever number you see here is always times 5. Okay. Kristen in the house. What's up? The wave makers in the house. Remember, if you get verified, you are a verified wave maker, and that's why we put the symbol of the wave in there. So $200,000 times 5 is 500. Is $1 million, right? And again, this cost you about $1,200, right? So for $1,200, you can get access to $1 million portfolio. Okay. So, I don't know where else you can get that, but that's a pretty good thing if you wanted to go for it. Okay. And I have a video actually that's kind of explaining a strategy for the people who want to pass one trade and then how you can make sure that your valuation is paid for. But that was based on a $100,000 account before they had the $200,000 accounts. Now, just again, I've been trading on Breakout Prop for over almost 2 years. So I've seen the different products roll out, and the $200,000 one is new, which is why I'm just now trying it. So here's the thing. On stop loss, they default whatever they want to default. You pretty much ignore that number. So you could put in a price, but of course that's a static number. And price is moving in real time, as you can see right here by tick. Tick is like every unit. Okay. So what I would want to do in this particular case, you can either do percent of balance, which I can say I don't want to lose more than 1% of my balance, which shows me that that's about $2,000, right? That would make sense. Or I could say projected loss would be $2,000, right? I could do that also, right? So if I was doing a 2-to-1 setup, that would mean I want my take profit to be $4,000. And now this is going to tell me where that number is, right? These are going to do this, doing the math for me. Price, pips, percent of balance. Some people like to use pips. I don't really use pips, but I understand. It's just like a unit of measurement. So this is saying that at this entry price right now, like this will move as price moves, but at this entry price right now, my stop loss at $68,000 and $253. This is the current price right here. and then the take profit is here. So, you know, I could enter this price right now if I think it's going to do that. Or you might want to say, well, that's a pretty tight squeeze. I mean, only less than $200. I mean, Bitcoin can do that in the blink of an eye. You know, maybe I want a little more wiggle room. Maybe I'll make it $3,000. And I want to make this $6,000. That's a 2-to-1 ratio. Okay. So what I'm looking at here is if I were to press send order right now, the send order, this is on a market buy. The send order is just going to be whatever this price is at the time right here, plus slippage, right? And it's probably pretty big slippage because it's 200 grand. And I might actually, you know, we're going to see about if I want to do a margin order and limit orders today. But the point is, it gives me a little more wiggle room, right? I mean, the price is at, oh wait, it went down to $3. Hold on, so make me 3,000 and 6,000. Okay. So yeah, it's giving me a little more wiggle room, not much. Basically though, you want to be pretty confident that you're trading with the trend. So this is now I'm kind of getting into strategy, okay? But first, I just want to pause for 1 second and say, look, the act of trading is not that hard. Anybody can learn what I just showed you here. Price is going to go up or price is going to go down, okay? And, you know, that's why some people think it's just like gambling, coin flip, whatever the case may be. But anybody can do it. It's just a matter of bankroll management. And that's what I'm trying to show you guys here. I'm predetermining, I'm getting an idea for how bad my loss would be. If I entered right here, right now, I would lose $3,000 if price dropped to $68,185, but I would gain $6,000 if price was $68,800. That's not a very big move. That's only from here. I only need to get up to here to get there, you know, but to get stopped out, man, it's only down to here. You know, like I gotta be right. It's what that means. If you're doing a position this big. Now, I could say I'm going for I'm just going for the full Monty, right? $6,000 is my limit for when I would get breached in breakout prop. And in this case, you know, I only need to make 18,000 to pass. But we'll just say if we did a 2-to-1, you know, I could just even say 18,000. What would that be? I mean, we could go for the whole entire thing in one trade if we wanted to. And I would say, okay, look, I got to know that Bitcoin ain't dropping below 68K before it hits 69.5. Is that possible? Maybe it is. I would look at TradingView to see that. 69.5 is here. That could happen. I mean, I'm going to do the TA here in a second. But first, I just want to say, like, that's how you would enter that trade. That's how you would get $1 million position right there. And this will show you don't have to do it right away. But this would be $500,000 times 5. Excuse me, $200,000 times 5. Because the built-in leverage is 5. And by the way, there's a video. It's easier that I show you compared than just tell you verbally. But I have a video on my YouTube channel. This is like one of the most important video I ever made for Breakout Prop. It really explains the leverage. I just want to show it to you guys one time real quick. Yeah, I'm not going to watch the whole video, but this one right here, I called it the most important breakout video yet. Because this one, the profit would be 40. It compares the leverage so you actually see the real numbers. I could just compare it to Fimex just so you can see what it would look like on a leverage trading platform. Because on Fimex you can adjust your leverage, but on Breakout Prop it's built in. You can't adjust it and you can't see it. So go back, and if you're struggling with trying to figure out how come, you know, trading fees are high or how come price is moving so fast, watch this video right here. Breakout Prop, understanding the built-in multiplier effect. This video is very, very helpful. I mean, I had to make it for myself almost. Like, look, just break it down. You can see the math. I'm telling you, the 5x leverage is the hardest thing. Now, just so you know, 5x is only on altcoins, and 5x only on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Altcoins have only 2x leverage. So here we go. Okay, so now what I'm doing, boy, I'm not sure if I want to enter this one, but let's take a look at our TA. We're going to do our TA on TradingView. And real quick, please like and share this video out for anybody else who wants to see somebody trade $1 million live, and hopefully I don't get wrecked here right in front of you guys. If I do, I'll have to buy another valuation. But again, that's one of the upsides of Breakout Prop, right? I know I spent, what did I spend on this? I spent $1,199. I got a discount for putting in the code GGRF7W. Okay, that saved me some money right there. Not a lot, but it's a little bit. I'm just so you guys know, I get a commission if you do that. It's my affiliate code. It helps support the channel, but just a little bit here. But anything helps. So, but basically for $1,200, less than $1,200, I now have $1 million position I can trade with. All right. So you could do your own bankroll management for your personal wealth. The good news is this: if I goof this up right now and I blow all this and I get stopped out here, I just lose and blow it all, I don't lose any more money. Okay. It's the $1,200 I spent on the evaluation is all I've lost. I have not blown up my personal wealth, my personal bank account, or whatever. If you're working a 9-to-5 job or whatever, you know what I mean? You can get it back on the next paycheck, whatever is the case may be. So I just want to make that clear that there's no additional law. Just because this says the stop loss is minus $6,000, that's not my money. That's Breakout Prop's money. Okay. So, and then once you pass the evaluation, it's still their money, but now you can just withdraw your winnings every single day. And what they do is they take 20% by default, unless you check a box at the beginning to pay 10% up front, and you get to keep an extra 10% in the back end. Not financial advice, but that's something I would always do because, it's just an extra, a couple $100 or whatever at the beginning, but then that could be a couple $1,000 on the back end. And then it's like, as long as you're funded, you can keep withdrawing money forever. So, I always want them to only take 10%, not 20%. So that's what I would always do. And again, you get a discount with my code GGRF7W at checkout. So now, the way I'd want to always do it. Hey, Edomite in the house. What's going on, Matt? Had to tap in for this one. Appreciate you hopping in there, man. So for now, I'm looking at Bitcoin, right? And you guys don't understand. When I was getting the show ready, I was looking at this right down here. I saw like a double bottom with the trend upward trend. I was like, I kind of want to enter this shit right now. But I was like, I'm going to wait until the show. I want to wait. I want to give them a chance to see me do it live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into TradingView. And I got to do my technical analysis. I got to ask myself, okay, when do I want to enter? So first of all, this is my strategy now. This is not financial advice. This is my strategy. I'm going to go to the 1 hour chart. And boy, this would have been the right play to do on the short yesterday when I was shorting Moondeg a whole bunch of times. Good old Moondeg. My favorite. Anybody who was watching it with me, we shorted this fucker. Like, man, we shorted him so many times. Oh, that was a beautiful one. That was when I had appear on posts. On YouTube posts. By the way, if you guys are following my YouTube, if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, always check the posts because I do post stuff here as well. This is all the trades I did on Moonday yesterday. They were all shorts too. I just waited for the pump and then I dumped them down. Waited for the pump and I could have stayed in because you saw how much it dropped. But here's one of the P&Ls. This wasn't even the whole one. That's just one of them. That first was all these other tickers. I didn't just trade Moonday. I traded these other tickers, but that was all at once, one close. And put some of the, you see these entries and exits. Man, we were talking this through in the profit circle all day yesterday, and this was the one before it. Yeah, man, we were going kind of hard yesterday. I was under the weather, you know what I'm saying? I haven't really been feeling very good. Goldberg fam, how you doing, man? Yo, in the house. So anyways, let's get back to TradingView. Now, TradingView. Okay, this is what I'm looking at. So this is what I want to see. This curl up right here. This is the 1 hour chart. I mean, it would be nice. It's, we got a lot of downward momentum. It's going to be kind of hard for me to have a large degree of confidence on when to go long, especially since Bitcoin's just been in an ugly downtrend. It's kind of hard. You see, I drew this yellow line of what might happen, and it's looking like it might happen. But basically, it's hard for me to go long on such a big trade. If I did, I got to get in and get out kind of quick. I'm not trying to hold anything overnight if I got $1 million position. That's just me, okay? You can in Breakout Prop. They allow you to. I'm just not going to do that. But first thing I like to look at is the 1 hour. If we're going to do a scalp here, I would like to see a 1 hour green dot. Now, do I think one's coming? I do. I think one is coming. We've got 36 minutes. Just so you guys know, this is Market Cipher B. Market Cipher is an indicator made by CryptoFace, and I've been using it for a couple years. I love the blue momentum waves. So there's a lot of indications on here. These are RSIs. These other ones here, money flows is green and red one. This is a VWAP down here. Then there's Market Cipher A. That's what these little dots and diamonds are and stuff. But for the purposes of my scalping strategy, I'm really only focused on the blue momentum waves and then the dots, the green and red dots, okay? So green means bullish, red means bearish, right? As you can see, there was a red dot up here. It came all the way down. Now maybe we're finding a bottom. It's about this line I put on here is a 5-day moving average. It looks like it's bouncing right off of it. Maybe it is a good time to go long right here. But I would like to see a green dot here or be confident that a green dot is coming. Now, I am kind of confident. If I look at the 30-minute, I zoom in a little bit, I kind of see a little double bottom here, right? This is looking like a little bullish divergence, making a lower price, making a lower low. And then this is ever so slightly making a higher high right here. You see? So, I mean, I guess you would call it this way. It'd be a lower momentum wave, right? Now might be a good time to enter. So then I'm going to zoom in. And I'm going to see the 10-minute chart. We got a green dot. That's good. I wish I could have entered somewhere at the beginning of this, but technically we're still bullish. I don't know, guys. Chat, help me out here. Should I enter this trade? You guys want to see me enter $1 million here? You got any super chats for your boy out there, man? $2 a super chat. Get me going here. let me see. We got to look at this in real time. So one thing I like to do anytime before I do a trade breakout prop, I want to refresh and make sure that we're looking at the most active memory here on the screen. Yeah, Blockchain Cowboy. That is a bull div right there. Yep. Yeah, Blockchain Cowboy saw that. He was watching that Moondeg trade yesterday. Let's see here. Okay. He said, not right now. Wait for that confirmation. I feel you, bro. Because here's the thing. When you got $1 million trade, boy, it'll move fast on you, you know? I wish, like I said, I saw, was it this one? 12? No, that just happened. I saw, oh, I'm on Moondeg right now. Oh, we got to get on the right ticker first. Okay, Bitcoin. I saw this one before the show started. I guess I could have done this one right when the show started. But we are looking for a little, so yeah, I guess, you know, listen, I'm not afraid to do a go along here with the $1 million. Are they going to make me reset every time? No. Let's see if it works, actually. So it's 200,000, slightly over 200,000. Not really sure. What you guys can't see is this here. So basically, I'm going to be looking at like both screens. I know you guys won't be able to see both of them here the same as me, but I'm zooming all the way in and looking at like this 5-minute chart, even the 1-minute chart. I mean, I want to be precise, you know. 1 minute's, you know, going to have a million false signals on a 1-minute chart. God, it's awfully flat right now. It could just go against me at any moment. The 3-minute wants to roll over, but it hasn't yet. You know what I'd like to see is a scam wick down and then try to enter right there. Is what I would like to see. Now you can preset a trailing stop essentially inside breakout prop. Let me make it bigger for you guys. Which is, you know, protection order, stop loss, and it would be, it's not really a trailing stop in the truest nature of the word, but your projected loss could be by how much money, right? So, you know, if I said $3,000, 68.1 would be $3,000. I would lose instantly if it dropped down to that. But yeah, if it goes up, it goes up. I don't know. Let me see. I got to watch TradingView. I got to go back and forth in these screens to see. It would be nice, real nice, if this could do this. Boy, I want to show you guys for real, like, you know, but it's, you know, it's you got to be careful to make sure you don't blow it all when you got $1 million on the line. You feel me? Yeah, I wish they had a trailing stop too. So, you know, listen, most of trading is boring. You really want to wait for a confirmation. If I wasn't doing a show, I probably would have did it right here on this one at 12:05. You know what I'm saying? 12:03 or whatever. I probably would have just gone for it. But, you know, I like to keep my promises here. And listen, again, the worst case scenario, guys, I got to spend another $1,200 to buy another $200,000 portfolio. Let's go for it. Oh, rejected. Okay, that's what I want to see. I'm a little bit over the 200,000. So that's need to know information, right? So we can't do exactly 200,000. I got to do a little bit less. Let's see. I missed it too. See, I would have got that little pump. All right, so that's what it's going to have to be. Lots. 14 point that. So let's see. Real quick, if I do a stop loss of 3,000. Oh, that price. Projected loss. 3,000. 68.2 would be where I'd lose it all. That ain't very much. It's only right down here. That ain't very much, right? That's only that's only right here. I would wish, what I would love for is if I could get my stop loss down here. I mean, I guess I could say 6,000. And then be down. But there's no point in doing 6,000. I would just get breached. I don't even need a stop loss if you're going to do 6,000. We don't have to do a stop loss. I can just do it naked. It's like kind of for $1 million, you know, you're going to get breached or you're not. I just don't have a very, very high bullish conviction. Like a Blockchain Cowboy said, you know, wait till you got it. I wish we can get a little pullback here. I always say enter on the scam wick. If I had gone in right here, I'd be green a little bit right now. Let me look. I'm looking at TradingView real quick. Let me see here. Yeah, see, it did that. See, it was green. Like I said, we were still green on the 10 minutes. So we were, you know, we was doing what it's supposed to do, you know. I hate chasing. I kind of want to do it just to show you guys, though. But boy, all right, I'm going to go for it, you guys. You ready? You guys out there in the chat, you want me to enter this $1 million trade? If it goes against me, it goes against me. Let's just do it. Why is rejected? Sufficient margin. Oh, because when price rose, it went up a little bit higher. That's why lots are annoying. I have to be below. You see, even knocking off that, the price, when the price rose, it made it a little bit higher. So you're gonna have to be just under here to get it to exactly 1 million. So that's the problem with lots. It's a little bit annoying. Again, by the way, this is not financial advice. I'm not recommending that you guys trade with $1 million every time. Okay, I'm doing it this time because I promised you guys I'd do it. So I personally don't usually do this, but I kind of want to give it a try. Now things are going against us. Let me go back to TradingView. I gotta watch TradingView, y'all. I gotta watch it. What are we doing here? Go back to the 5 minute. So we're rolling. See, I like to enter right before I think the 10-minute green dot is going to happen. Now, unfortunately, the 10-minute green dot already happened here at 11:20. So, like, that pullback that I'm hoping for, it may or may not happen. I got to zoom in a little bit more in the 5 minutes. Like, basically, it's like I'm looking for this. I'm going to show you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the 5 minute to give me one of these and then go. And then, you enter here. That's kind of what I'm looking for, okay, is that to happen. Get one of these and enter on one of these. That's what I'm hoping for. I doubt that anything's going to just pump all of a sudden right now before the crypto week begins. It'll probably happen right after. But part of the reason why I want to do this live, too, is to show you guys the trading fees as well. T-Nation, what's going on? How much do you typically trade with per position with a 100K account? I usually do like 25K. Yeah, 25K is cool. Yesterday, I had a position of 50K, a whole separate trade. I was up to 65,000. That's high for me. I had high conviction, so I'm not going to say that, it's a normal thing. I was actually already in, and I decided to go big when I thought we were at the top of a scam week. It paid off well. You can have your stop losses on there, but yeah, 25K, and then, maybe you're leaving yourself some wiggle room to average down or add a position. You guys saw how many tickers I had. I had a ton of tickers that I was trading at the same time, which you can see here, right? I mean, obviously, if all these won at the same time, I was in all these, every single one of them, right? So, that's a lot in that sense. And then, of course, if you're in the profit circle in real time, you can see what I was trading. Now, we were talking about it, and I was showing it. Yes, appreciate that, Blockchain Cowboy. Everybody, please like and share the video. Let's see if you can get someone to watch me. This thing, it wants to go higher, right? Like there's some support underneath it here. Oh, I don't like that. I just see the. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm saying. I don't like this. Looking like this wants to pull back, but it's only the 3 minute. I mean, boy. Here's the thing, guys. If I think it's going against me, I'm going to get out. Just so you know, I'm not going to go down with a sinking ship here and just blow my whole account just to show you guys. But I am going to. Give it a chance, give it a second to breathe before I get out. But the other reason is I'm going to show you the trading fees. And this is going to cost me some money, okay? You guys, I'm going to be starting in the negative because the trading fees are going to be high. I don't know what they're going to be. $400, something like that? So we'll see. The key is, just because this is important, for people who trade on Breakout Prop, people say, oh, the feedback is that the fees are too high. Well, the thing is, the fees are based upon your position size, not your margin size. See, this is margin impact. So that's not your position size. Your position size is this times 5. So the trading fees look bigger because they're 5 times bigger because the position is 5 times bigger. So, that's basically why that spooks people sometimes. But it's the cost of doing business. If you traded $1 million on Coinbase or something, you would get whipped even more. And or just even on the leverage trading platform, it would be roughly the same. Well, let's see here. And I'm doing it margin too, right? Like I could. So, I mean, the proper way would be able to do this, but then I'm afraid that it might not trigger, right? All right, y'all. I'm going to go for it. Let's just hope we break above this. If we break above this, then I might make a little money. Let's go for it. Let's see if it works. Here we go. I'm in. All right, so now we're going to look over here. So look, my open position, the spread kind of whooped me a little bit. I'm down $243 as soon as I enter, okay? Commission, yeah, $400 is the commission. $399, right? That's the commission. So it's like, okay, basically I'm going to get whooped by $400 every time I enter an X against $1 million position. The $400 is not that much, right? But that tells me I want to make at least $800 in order for this trade to be profitable. So that's need to know information, right? I'm being transparent here with you guys. We want to make sure we make $800, right? Now every tick, we can kind of see every tick. You see every tick is, what is that, $50? I'm already green, or not green, but I was started at, what was it, $230? Did anybody see how much I started in the red? $200 and something, and now I'm only at minus $7. Let me make this a little bigger. So entered right here. So here's the thing. I mean, I'm trading with the trend. I wish I had started trading with the trend down here. When I'm doing my strategy, I'm trying to wait until I get here. But I think, I'm like, okay, look, I'm not gonna wait here for another day. I gotta enter something here while we're here now. But technically, we are in a $1 million position right now in Bitcoin in Breakout Prop. So congratulations to us. This is the first time I've ever traded $1 million on Breakout Prop. We're doing it right here, right now. I'm in it. So far, technically gone my way for a few ticks. I'll take it. Better than going against me. I'm up 185. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Not mad. I'll take it. But look, if I close it right now, especially on a margin close, I mean just a not limit close, this won't be that number. So I'm up $560, $611. I want to make at least $800 just to cover my trading fees. All right, so now this is what I was talking about. So basic technical analysis, right? Like this is the previous high. Right now I can just tell you, looking at this is like a level of support and resistance right here. It'd be nice if we break through that, then maybe we get a run up to here. Then maybe to here. If we break this, then maybe we get a run up to here. So now things are not looking so bad for me. Maybe I should put on a little bit of a stop loss here. I think you always should have a stop loss on Breakout Prop too. Normally I should have did this, right? The commission on limit orders is different. That's a good question, Sam. I can't even remember off the top of my head, bro. I almost always do market orders because I like trading with the trend. And like limit orders is like the hardest thing. You could set some, but I'd never want to do too big of a position because you're trading against the trend with the limit order. It always goes through and you're hoping that it just reverses right after your limit hits. I mean, that's kind of lucky, And I know everybody talks about limit orders, but if I'm trying to trade with the trend, I'd rather pay the commission and catch the wave. So that's just me. That's my trading style. Okay, granted though, let's do a stop loss. Let's just not be jackasses about this. Let's say projected losses. Now I don't want to lose more on this show more than more than $500. That would put it at 68.4, which is like here. So let's make it 68.3. Let's say just on basic TA, this is a little area of support and resistance I can see just by looking at it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm looking at this down here, these kind of bumps right here, right? Let's say, so this line is showing me 68.316. Let's see what that would be. If I put that here, price 68.316, I'd lose $2,200. I'm going to put it in there. If I lose it, I lose it. The reason why I want to do that is because anything could happen. The power could go out. Literally last night I was on the phone and the power went out at my house. Okay. This morning when I had to set up all my computers, I had to restart everything, like literally that can happen. Or a breakout prop can have maintenance or anything can go wrong, right? And then you have an open position and you just might get breached. So always good to have a stop loss. Hell, even if it was down here, have it somewhere. So your worst case scenario is now I'm only going to lose $2,200. Do I want to lose $2,200? No, I don't want to lose $2,200. But I'd rather lose that than get breached just because the power went out and I couldn't close my position. So I got it right here, just below this little here. So that way I said 68.316. Let me go back to TradingView. 68.316. This is how I'm going to draw it. 68.316 right here. And it was good to trade with the trend because then at least you get a little starting point that's not like crazy. Oh, I'm on the pin. No wonder. So 68.3. This is how I draw a line. I always just click the plus. 68.316. Well, whatever. You click one, make a line. We're going to 68.316. I like to make stop loss red like this. That's just my little system. Now, let me see what my entry was. My entry is 472. 68.472. Now, granted, too, this is on the FIMX one. This is not the Breakout Prop. Breakout Prop is usually pulling from OKX or Bybit, or at least that's what it used to be. I kind of want to ask them now that they have Kraken. I wonder if they're pulling from Kraken or where the data is. The way you ask, you just go to, just ask them in customer support. That's the best way to do it. Let's see what I say it was. 472. So this is my stop loss here. And look, see, you can kind of see price is making some indecisions right here. So let me get rid of some of this. Like I said, I mean, I was right about it being bullish. We're still trading with the trend, right? It was late. It's better be late than early, but it would have been nice. The perfect entry would have been this one right here. That would have been the retracement on the 10-minute, but you didn't get the dot, and then boom, you catch the buoy underwater that spikes back up again. That would have been perfect right there. Okay, so now real quick, what's my goal here? Let's just say, you know what I mean? Let's see if we can make some money here on the show today. I could say I want to take profit right here at this. Sorry, guys, right here. I'm on Breakout Prop. I could say I want to take profit right here. Like if we could just get to here, right? Just give me my money. If we get a little bounce right here, and that would be 68,686. Let's just see what that would be. $3,100. Is that right? Ooh. Yeah, maybe I'll take that. So I put it right there. Let's see it, because if we reject off of there, that'd be a nice little win if I were able to get that high. All right, that'd be $3,000, $3,100. So this, as you can see here, stop loss is negative $2,200, but the win would be $3,100. It's $1 million position, right? And that's what we're trying to do. Not trying to hit a home run with $1 million. I mean, you could, but I'm just trying to stack my wins. Granted, again, you guys, this was not my highest conviction this is not my highest conviction trade ever. I'm doing this to give you guys an example. I'm putting my own money on the line here, $1 million trade, just so I can show you guys. That's how much your boy Cassius Cuvée loves y'all, all right? Let's see here. Correct. T-Nation makes a good point. He said the limit order would prevent slippage. That's a great point. That's a great point, and that'll save you some money there. So, you know, limit order. And let me tell you something about that, T-Nation. You know what I do like doing limit orders is on tickers that are low liquidity. And what you end up seeing is, and I'll show you, what you end up seeing is you can like see each unit. And so you can like see the spread. Like when we zoom all the way in on Bitcoin, I'm going to go back to Breakout Prop. When we zoom all the way in on Bitcoin, you know, it's just like fluid, right? I mean, we don't know. This is the 1 minute chart. You can't really tell what's going to happen, right? But if we were on, not even Moondeg, maybe is Bonk on here still? Yes, of course. We traded Bonk yesterday. Bonk, maybe. Some of these tickers, you just like see them move 1 unit at a time. It's not like fluid enough where it's like, you know that the limit order is like, we're going to do a limit order. It's like you can, I'm watching this right here and it's like this white line will just go flat. You know what I mean? Like that was like 1 unit. I could see it here, right? When you zoom all the way in. So then I would set my limit order like right here, like right on the bottom of that one. You know what I mean? And then you might just get just on this little wick or something like that. It's kind of easier to control it that way. That's one of the reasons why when I'll use a limit order, because it's like on such a low liquidity ticker that you can literally catch the specific tick, you know. Bitcoin, you know, I don't know, it's just so much more stuff going on in the order book that you're not going to necessarily catch it exactly right where, you know, the exact tick, you know, there's so many trades happening at once. All right, so this is not going my way. So what I do personally is I like to trade momentum. So what I'm doing is I'm going to come back over here and I'm looking down here. And I'm like, yikes, we're not going, things are starting to go against me here, right? You know, this 10, again, this is why I like to trade the beginning of the 10 minute, not the end of it. But the point is, I don't want to fight a 10-minute red dot. In this case, if I'm going long, it'd be a red dot. I don't want to fight a 10-minute green dot if I'm going short. So right now, we don't have a 5-minute red dot, so I'm not going to panic yet. I am negative right now, $600. But, you know, the charts don't ever move in a straight line. It's moving up and down. So what I'm looking at here is, will this 5-minute roll over on market side for B? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just going to do a little bit of, you know, it could just do a little like that and come back up. And this will just go like that and then like this. Or even if a red dot shows up, 5-minute is not my panic button, but 5-minute is put your finger on the trigger button. Like you got a decision to make coming up. It might, because you could have a 5-minute red dot come and then a 5-minute green dot come and the 10-minute never even hesitated. And my strategy is to trade the 10-minute waves when I'm scalping. But it's 10 minutes or less, right? If this looks like it's getting real ugly real fast all of a sudden, I know the 10-minute dot's coming, even if the 5-minute has just now appeared. I might just say, give me my money and get the hell out. I do like that fact. Let's see the 1 hour real quick. Well, I don't like it yet, but I do like the fact that I know a 1 hour dot is coming. How many more minutes? In 15 minutes, I'm 85% certain that we're going to see a 1 hour dot here. Unless something crazy happens, right? You know, in the next 15 minutes, we will see a 1 hour green dot. The problem is going long right now on Bitcoin is like no one believes in crypto, right? Like I don't even go long anymore. It's just like sometimes come on the show and like long is the play, but it's like normally what I'm doing, like I did yesterday, is I'm waiting for a shitcoin to pump and then I'm shorting it back down again because I know it's fake, and which is obviously what happened this weekend, right? Like that's what all this shit was, right? And this is Bitcoin, Moondeg. We went down the list. APT, oh, my favorite short. Look at this one. Bonk. still in Fimex in this one right now. Well, let's see the Fimex trade real quick. I'm still in Fimex on this one, and only in a couple positions. I closed out right before this. I closed out STX short. Bonk, I'm up 300% on this one. 300% of my bonk short. I mean, it's beautiful. Such a beautiful thing. So basically, you know, I wait for this fake Saturday pump, and then we get the Sunday dump, which is what happened on all this shit. Look at this. Ugh. And I picked some great shit coins to short. Look at these. These were all the ones I was shorting. I could have held them longer. I made a lot of money just from this to this. If I had hold them overnight, I would have made hella money. I like day trading. I mean, look, I won it 4 times. So, you know, I'm not like mad, right? But look at all these pumped, and then all they came back down again. So, yeah, those are the ones I traded. So, Pepe was leading the charge. Meme coins were leading the charge yesterday. And we were watching, so I pushed all my meme coins to the top. I was like, okay, well, all meme coins are fake. So, we're gonna pump and dump these. They're going to dump them. I'm going to short them. And that's what we were all waiting. What's the right time? What's the right time? And Lord knows, we were getting them. That's why you should join the Profit Circle. So if you guys are new just watching the show, the Profit Circle is my private Discord group where we talk about trades all day long. And so 7 days a week, right here you can see it. This is the market analysis channel, going back and forth all day yesterday. Even today, every day. So in the general chat, I posted a video this morning of showing what happened, pretty much what I just showed you guys now. But Future Trades said, looks like we've got a new one in there. So in the Future Trades, let's see here. Oh, I put this in the wrong one. So anyways, we got more stuff going. So what we'll do is we'll put the setups here in the Future Trades, and then we'll go over to market analysis and discuss them, is what we'll end up doing there. So this was showing you, I was using $67,000 with the margin. So whoever asked me that yesterday was just earlier, Sam or T-Nation. I was using $67,000 with the margin at one point is what I was showing. I'm already up 27,000 or whatever on this account. So that's what that was. And I was showing how I had taken all my profit right there. Turned out to be a good time in the short term before that bounce came. And I know the reason I know the bounce is coming is because I'm using Market Cipher B to tell me when to get out of the trade too. So let me go back to TradingView real quick. Let's get back on back to the mission at hand. All right, I'm thinking here we got 12 minutes, and then I will have been on the show for an hour. 12 minutes until we get a green dot on the 1 hour. That'd be very nice. Very, very nice for me to see a green dot on the 1 hour, and then hopefully we get the last green dot to this. It's not like that. You don't know if it's going to pump like that, especially when it's on its way down, right? You can see there's a green dot here, and you just got a little bounce, and it came back down again right here. But again, that's why when you trade $1 million, I'm not waiting this whole trade. Just give me the little green dot on the 1 hour. If it shoots straight up, I'll probably just take my profit, or hopefully it'll run through my TP. Although it's not looking real good. It's not looking real good right now. Things trying to flatten out. Just not looking real good for me right now. All right, let me put in where my take profit would be just so I can have it on the screen here real quick. I have it set at 68,686. So let me put it on TradingView. 68. This beat you guys hear in the background, I actually have a rap over this beat too. When I did my show Poppin' Crypto, I would do a custom rap for every company that came on the show. And this was one for Superworld. They're like a NFTs, digital real estate in the real world though. So you could it's like a map, like Google Earth or something. And then you could buy different plots of real estate. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I had a CEO on my show, and then I had a rap over this beat. It was pretty tight. Anyway, let's see here. Man, like I said, I'm still pretty under the weather today, so I might have to blow my nose here in a second. All right, let me see here. If there's anything else I wanted to mention to you while you watch this chart. Remember, the yellow is my entry here. Let me put it back on Breakout Prop. The reason why I had it on TradingView, this is what I really do. The reason I have it on TradingView is because I'm watching down here to see, first of all, if we get a 5-minute red dot, because then a 5-minute will lead to the 9-minute, which will lead to the 10-minute. In which case, I don't want to fight that because you might just get one of these candles in your face, and you don't want that. So I'm going to keep it on the 5-minute to watch it. And, we still got some upward momentum, though. Everything's not collapsing out from underneath me. Just sideways as hell right now. Super sideways here. Meanwhile, I'm down $421. But it's not that much when you got $1 million on the line. So this is $1 million position. If you're just now joining, this is the come up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. every Sunday at noon Pacific time on YouTube. I go live and, talk about the weekly markets. And, I really want to start doing some webinars for brand new traders. I know probably everybody watching this has traded before. Things are going my way here. Or going against me, I should say. Not going my way here. Down $840. Let's see. So as a technical analysis, you're always looking for prices where price held support or not, right? So if this made a new low here, you might get nervous. It made a new low here. It just did. I might get out. Things are not looking so good for me. Let's see. Are they going to catch this knife or what's going on here? It's not good for me. So now I'm back on trading view. You guys can see it right here in trading view. We don't have a 10-minute red dot, but we definitely got a 5-minute. Not looking so good. Can he survive? Is that a temporary pullback? Is that just one of these situations? We're going to go higher. Technically, we have a green 10-minute dot, but it just started. I mean, the candle just started. So this might turn red anytime in the middle of this candle. We get a couple more clicks down, and I'll probably want to get out. Like I said, I'm not exactly a Bitcoin bull right now. I was just trying to do something for the show here. So let's see. Again, we don't have the 1 hour. So my normal strategy is I'd like to wait until you see the 1 hour dot, then zoom into the 10. And then what happens is you catch the retrace. Let me make this bigger real quick. So you catch the retrace, right? You get the 1 hour here. Let me show you. So you get my strategy is we wait for the 1 hour dot down here. Then we zoom in here. You're gonna start getting a move, and then you're gonna come down, and then when the 10-minute turns green, then you enter again. That's my general strategy, right? Because the 10-minute will roll over, and then that 10-minute you enter. That would be my normal strategy. I was trying to do something for us live here on a show. But technically, I'm not doing my strategy because we do not have the dot yet. It would be nice if we had that dot first. Blockchain Cowboy says, I've noticed that normally happens within 10 minutes of the candle close. Yeah, and the more you watch price action, the more you start noticing patterns. And someone said, last week, someone asked me, how did you develop your strategy? I was like, bro, I was, like I say in the song, glued to the charts, got a pee and a diaper, only look away when I step into the booth, and it's time to put a reel and C in a cipher. I really was sitting there 16 hours a day. I'm just like this. I'm just like this all day long, except for I'm going through every time frame, all day long. I was just constantly checking the 1 minute, then the 5 minute, then 3 minute, because I was trying to train myself. Okay, what kind of price action do I need to see for this dot to come? And that's kind of why I knew, the 10-minute ain't come yet. I'm not panicked yet. The 10-minute comes, I'm gotta get out. But the 10-minute hasn't happened yet. The 5-minute red dot, like I said, that's not the end all be all. Not if I think we're on an uptrend. Like I said, we got 7 minutes. Let's just see. All right, let's see. If I get this one, I'd be willing to bet. I literally did bet $1 million. I literally bet that in 7 minutes, we're going to see a 1 hour green dot appear when this candle closes. You could say I put $1 million on it. Okay. So let's answer the poll here. Let's see. The poll I said, has anyone ever traded $1 million before? Let's take a look. We've got 14% said yes. Who were the 14% who has traded $1 million? If you said that you have traded $1 million before, please put yes in the chat. 86% said no. So I'm curious to see which one of you guys has actually traded $1 million before. Again, you can do this for the low price of $11.99. No, but you get a discount though. You do the discount on the screen here, GGRF7W. Make it a little bit bigger here. GGRF7W up here on the top, right there. That'll save you some money at checkout. So for less than $1,200, you can trade with $1 million. I mean, and that's essentially what I'm doing right now. That's all I'm doing right now. I bought the turbo, and let's see here. And I got $1 million position. The other thing is too, you guys, you don't have to trade all $1 million at once. I'm doing that just to show you guys, right? Me personally, I probably wouldn't do that. Me personally, I would probably, I have a starter position of, I don't even trade Bitcoin that much, but I do go along Bitcoin sometimes. I like the altcoins. You don't need as much money to get a bigger bang for your buck, but then it's only 2x on altcoins. But whatever, there's less trading fees because they move more volatile, so you don't need to buy as big of a position. So then the fees are smaller. But anyways, no big deal here. The point is, it's nice to not do it all, because if I was really bullish right now, let's say this is a tester position, because let's say, so this is a realistic case scenario. I may not have, because my strategy is to wait here for this 1 hour green dot, but I'm like, I think we might have caught the bottom, right? Like when I probably realistically would have put in like 25 grand right now, instead of 200, right? It would have been $25,000 worth of equity right here. And then when maybe there was a pullback like this, I might have added to it. Just being realistic, right? I might have added to it. I might have added another 25 grand. You get what I'm saying? Now I got a $50,000 position. This is on a $200,000 account, So now I've got a $50,000 position. Like if I was really strong, like for example, if I saw the 1 hour green dot appear, then I would add to it, maybe something like that. So that way it wouldn't be such a big swing. You don't have to do the whole entire thing at once, in which case then my average position would have been, lower. Now, obviously I don't have any more money. I've maxed out what they're going to let me trade with, but let me go back to Breakout Prop. Breakout Prop is on hedge mode. So if you did do that, what you'd be doing is you would see a second position right here. You could aggregate it. You want to have this button on right here. I can't really show you because I don't have two positions. I don't have enough money to do another one. But always keep this box checked. And then what will happen is there'll be like a drop down that shows multiple. And that's why also let me see on one of these, I had, this one here. Let me show you real quick. On this, that's why there was two moon egg positions. So I won $2,750 because I had one smaller position and one bigger position. I had done like an average down or something like that. And then it was, everything went my way. So this was two moon egg positions. I count this as one trade though. It was all the same trade. It was just like an average down, but because it's on hedge mode, you get two separate trades. So T Nation said, okay, $500,000 is his max so far. Put it in the chat. What's the biggest trade you guys have ever done? So we got $500,000 for T Nation. What's the biggest trade right there? Rami, how you doing there? Short jackpot. Hey. My bad. It's all right, man. We're about to wrap it up here, but I got $1 million position right now on Breakout Prop short jackpot. $1 million position right now. So with the poll, vote in the poll short jackpot before I close this. Have you ever traded $1 million position before? And that's including, with leverage. That's the question. 50K, Sam's biggest position. Okay. 50K. You guys saw last week how much money I put on the screen. 75K, large position, blockchain cowboy. And it's dope, with Breakout Prop, you spend $1,200. Well, let me pull it back up. You spend $1,200 and you can trade $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And again, you save a little money with the discount there, GGRF7W. Not financial advice. I am not suggesting that you do this, all right? I personally have never done this, right? This is, you guys are right here with me. This is the first time I ever traded $1 million on Breakout Prop. Now, I've traded $1 million on Robinhood before. I've traded $1 million in Interactive Brokers before, in TradFi stuff. Have I ever traded $1 million on Fimex? I'm not sure if I've done that much on crypto. But this is the first time I've ever traded $1 million on Breakout Prop before. So you guys are witnessing it live right now. Let me pull it back up here. This is the first time I've ever traded $1 million live on Breakout Prop. Now, again, this is roughly $200 worth of equity, which is when there's 5x leverage built in on Breakout Prop, that's $1 million position. And you notice it here on the commission, okay? And then you're going to notice it by how fast the P&L, the open P&L moves. That's how you're going to know that it's 5x leverage, because $200,000 wouldn't move that much on every tick. $1 million would. He said, my dude, short jackpot. Short jackpot from the Netherlands, right? I know everybody already said where they're from, but if you guys just join, put in where you're from, because we some international traders on here. You have to forgive me. I'm under the weather. If you guys are just joining, my voice is kind of messed up. I've been sick all week. I mean, I feel like it was the worst this morning when I woke up. Let's see here. Let me see. There's nothing else really I want to show. I just want to show you guys this. I don't even really want to talk this long. It's going to make my throat hurt, but damn it, we were green for a second. I'm not afraid of this trade, actually, man. I'm just not, even though I probably should be, because I want to see. Oh, let's see. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let's go to trading view. This is what I want to see. Let's see. We got 1 minute. Let's see if this. Oops. Let's see if this dot comes 38 seconds. I'm trying to see if a green dot happens right here. Well, it'll happen right here. It'll happen on the next candle if it happens. 25 seconds. Let's go. All right, 15 seconds. And the way I just know that is just because I'm used to seeing price action. I'm not doing any math or anything here. I'm just thinking that this is enough of a green candle, barely enough of a green candle for this green dot to come. I could be wrong. Maybe it won't, but let's just see here. And it did. Yeah, so look, you see how the green dot appeared right here? This is just from months of me staring at Market Cipher, watching it over and over, just like constantly watching it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and Blockchain Cowboys is coming 100, right? Because we've been doing this long enough, but we've seen it. We've all seen it. Let me end the poll right there. We're going to end the poll. 88% of the people have not traded a million. That's all right. But now you can. Now you can if you wanted to. And look, things start going my way as soon as that hit. Things started going my way. And that's why I didn't want to panic just yet. Let me just see if what the 10-minute did. See, we never got a red dot on a 10-minute. If we got a red dot on a 10-minute, I'd have been like, you guys, I got to get out. The 5-minute got the red dot, but boom, I survived it. You see, I survived it. And this is why my strategy was built on the 10-minute and not the 5-minute. Just because you don't want to get false signals. Look, if every time I jumped in and out, if I saw a 5-minute, that would cost me $800, 400 in and 400 out, right? On $1 million. So I don't really want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it a chance. So now, technically, this is when the strategy coulda, woulda, should start actually, because I was early. And it cost me, right? I'm down $400 because I was early. But now is when I'd really probably want to start the strategy, because now I'd get a 1-hour green dot. Okay, let's go for it. And then I'd zoom into the 10-minute, and I could say maybe I want to wait for the next, like this is a red dot, and then here. But basically what would happen is the next move would be get out on the 10-minute red dot. So whenever the next 10-minute red dot comes, whether I'm green or red, you just get out. So either if it's red, you're cutting your losses, but if it's green, you're taking your profit. But then I would wait for that, let's say we get a red dot here. Then I would wait for it to come back like this. And then on the next green dot, boom, I'd enter my long again. And then we'd ride it up. That's the strategy. That's my scalping strategy. Okay. Cassius Cuvée wave maker scalping strategy. All right. I developed this all on my own. I don't blindly follow what other crypto traders or anybody else is doing. All right. This is me watching Market Cipher be endlessly and crazily for the better part of 2024, okay? Like watching it crazy. And now look, things are going our way. How about that? Guys? Man, I want to end the show on a high note. You feel me? Let me go back to Breakout Prop. Things are going our way. We're green right now. $600. Yay, we'll take it. Now look, this is what I was hoping for before. Can we break out above this recent high? Right? Obviously, this is this is the 1-minute chart, but this is a support and resistance line right here. We're getting rejected again. Boo. Boo, I don't like that. We're getting rejected again, right here. And King Jackpot, Short Jackpot, I put in these take profit and stop losses here, right? If you double click on it, obviously you can see what that is. I would lose 2,200. I'd gain 3,100. That was just kind of based on this and this here, a little bit of support and resistance. But ultimately, I am watching Market Cipher B to determine when I want to enter and exit the trade, right? And price action here. That's what I'm ultimately watching, is this. So now I don't mind keeping on the 5-minute, the 3-minute, even the 1-minute. And just I'm seeing here, okay, price will be going up as long as the 1-minute is green, even though it's just the 1-minute. But when the 1-minute turns red, then I go, okay, I got to go to the 3-minute. And then I'm watching the 3-minute turn red. Okay, the 3-minute turns red. Now I got to go to 5-minute, and I got to be being careful. Okay, the 5-minute turn red. Okay, well, now I got to have my finger on the trigger and look at watching the 9 or the 10 to see when I want to get out. But so far, so good. We traded with the trend. I mean, I think that's the moral to the story. You just trade with the trend. I know sometimes I like to get cute and try to call tops and shit like that, but you're better off waiting for the trend to be your friend. I mean, it's as old as time. It's always the better move. Oh, and you can see just by looking at it here on the 10-minute chart why I set my take profit here, right? Right on these candles. I'm like, let me get just a little below there. Let me hit. If we catch one of these wicks on this support resistance, we can get it, right? And look at it. It's going our direction. Yay. Let's make some money today. I'm up $1,900, $1,800. Shit, should I just take my money right now and be a happy camper and close the show as a winner? What do you guys think? All right, vote right now in the chat. Hen Dog's in the house. What's up, Henry? Okay, look, guys, should I take my profit now just to feel like a winner? I'm up $2,200. Are we going to push but see how it broke out? Remember I said once we broke above that, it started going? You know what I mean? Should I take my money? He said, let it hit the TP. Damn it, Sam, I don't want to let it hit the TP. I want my money. But you know what? You're right. What I should do. Yeah, Henry says take the money. Secure the bet. So what I'm going to do is look, we're going to look at the 1 minute. This is what I really do. I look at the 1 minute chart here. Let me go to 1 minute. So the 1 minute chart is telling me we're still bullish. It's just the 1 minute chart, y'all, right? The 1 minute saying we're still bullish. We're going to red dot any second now, probably, you know. Everyone's bullish right now, right? So if the 1 minute is not even telling me red, theoretically, I should hold it. I should hold it open. I shouldn't take the money. It would be nice to take the win because it's like anytime I see a move this far, this fast, I'm like, give me my money. Uh-oh, now we got a red candle. Let me come back. What am I at right now? $2,200. Show's going to end. That's to come up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. Oop, I just took it. That's to come up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. $2,200. Remember, there was trading fees. It's $1 million position. So there is trading fees. It's $800 like we said. Right there. Let me go. Where's my commission? Oh, here it is, right here. So we got 400 in and 400 out, right? So it cost you $800, but I netted $1,400. All right. Not bad for my first $1 million trade, right? We did it live on the show too. So congratulations to everybody in the chat who was there with me. You feel me? Like, hey, this is, I'm a little under the weather. I'm sick today, but this is a winning moment here. It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. This is the come up, and we just made, you know, $1,400 at $2,200 win right here in Breakout Prop on $1 million position. That is a W right here. You can see it. And look, check it out too. Look, it's already coming back down, right? So we did the right thing. We top ticked it. How about that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, players and pimps? We did it right here. We top ticked it. Not mad at all at that take profit, right? Because those candles, you see candles that big, you're like, man, just give me my money. You feel me? And now, you know, again, I could be playing the strategy. I could come back over here on TradingView, and I could say, okay, you know, this is not even a 1 minute dot here. Look, price will probably go higher, to be honest with you guys. It'll probably go higher, right? And I don't want to, you know, when you have $1 million position, you want to jump in and out, in and out, in and out all the times, right? Because that's $800. But for the purposes of this show, we entered $1 million position, my first ever $1 million position on Breakout Prop. Not my first $1 million position ever in trading, but my first on Breakout Prop. We maxed out the $200,000 account, and we were able to win today, right? We closed a P&L of $2,200, and yeah, and like I said, look, it's going higher. You see, and that is because, you know, we weren't like, it was just a 1 minute candle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're still green on all the other time frames. There's no reason to panic, but at the same time, secure the bag. I'm with that. No L's were taken. Exactly, Hindog. No L's were taken. Oh, no, it's all good, Sam. It's all good. Listen, I wanted to wrap up the show. I didn't even think I'd be on here for an hour. Think about this, though. We did it all in 1 hour, right? In 1 hour, we made $1,400 and $1,437 in 1 hour right here in Breakout Prop. You know, again, look, it's coming back down again. Listen, guys, this was a win. Any way you slice it, this is a W, right? What did I do? We waited. We caught that green dot, and I even said that on the 1 hour. The real strategy would have been, I would have made even more money, right? The real strategy was you don't go in until that green dot on the 1 hour comes. If I had waited to enter then, I would have made that same amount of money, but I would have made it in 8 minutes, right? Because it appeared, and then all of a sudden this shit shot up. We would have made $1,400 in 8 minutes. It wouldn't even have taken a whole show, right? So as you can see, sticking to the strategy always works. I swear to God, the only time I lose is when I go against me, when I go against the strategy. Because look, right here, when did the green dot come? It came right here on this red candle, right? This first green candle is when the 1 hour green dot hit, which we would have entered the trade, and then all of a sudden, we would have made the $2,200 in 5 minutes. We wouldn't even need the rest of the show. But it's okay. You know, this was actually perfect timing, guys. I got to show you my strategy. We got to do it in, oh, let me come back to Breakout Prop. I didn't get my bad. I was on the wrong screen. Right here, what you're going to see right here. So I entered here when the show started, but if we had waited for the 1 hour green dot, it would have been right here on this candle at 1,300, and then boom, in 5 minutes, we would have made that $2,200 profit right there. Right? So, I mean, I did it from here, and I made the money. But actually, it would have been probably more than 2,200 because this is a little bit lower. I entered like here, and now it would have been like here, right? And this is why I say stick to the strategy, you know, because it works. You know what I mean? Look, this is still going higher. Still going higher, right? That's probably another $700 or something. You know what I mean? It was $1 million position, you know? That would have paid for my trading fees. So ain't no thing. Listen, that's a win, man. I've never traded $1 million on Breakout Prop before, so we got to be happy with it. I appreciate y'all joining the show, y'all. You know, a little under the weather. This is how we're going to start the week right here with a win. Live and direct, your boy Cassius Cuvée. You got to love it, man. We didn't even have to do the Wile E. Coyote today, man. We just did Breakout Prop. Live and direct. Appreciate y'all joining. This is the Come Up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. Make sure you like and share. Tell everybody to follow me. You know, I'm the realest one in the game as far as when it comes to trading and stuff. I really want to help people win and see people win. This is what I do. I do this every day, 7 days a week. Join the Profit Circle. That's my private Discord group. We share setups every day. We look out for one another. And you know what we do? We do a lot of winning, y'all. I'm going to put that win right here in the win category. Everybody winning, y'all. Look how many times I won yesterday. Here, a whole bunch of wins. This guy, I won here. Hey, I hit this one here. We were winning, man. We were winning all week, man. Even though I've been sick, I still had some nice wins. Man, look how many. I won this shit like 4 times yesterday, and then we won again today. We're on a hot streak right now. So hopefully I can pass this eval, this 200K eval pretty soon, and then we start withdrawing from that. Breakout Prop will let you have more than one funded account. They will only let you have one eval at a time, though. This is the Come Up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. I'm going to see y'all next week, y'all. Peace.